Yes, it's the third of 4 meetings.
Toronto, it is Shed with Orlando Robinson and trigger in. Jamal Shed, rookie out of Houston, second-round draft pick, running the show for Toronto. Barnes picked up by Claxton. Barrett comes to the ball. R.J. Barrett returning after he had a day of rest on Monday. They got a win over Washington, 112-104. Give and go.
For the Gates, there will be a lot of actions off the ball to try and open up some of those cutting and slashing for Toronto. They don't take a ton of three-point shots, so that's where they get a lot of their production offensively.
Claxton out front, one-on-one with Robinson. Russell, the jumper doesn't go. Rebounded by the former Miami Heat Sacramento King, 24-year-old Orlando Robinson. Hard drive, Barrett missed it. Long rebound, Russell.
Shut traffic and showing bodies.
Look at a push. Johnson's Euro gets stymied. Claxton will turn and score.
Things clear out and did a nice step through to create that space.
No hesitation. Austin, Texas. Tough point guard. Ball hawk defensively. Keon Johnson with Walter on his hip. Missed it, and a late whistle.
At 40% from the three-point line, that type of a
former radio voice of the Yankees.
You talked to him about his style of play, how he
talked to him in general. I've never asked him for a self-scouting report. Barnes denied by Claxton. Clowney
in the paint against a Toronto team.
The baseline delivery is good for Scotty Barnes. 56% from the field the other night in a 120-101 loss. Mavericks also had 64 points in the paint. Quick J doesn't go for Zaire Williams. Nets are down 7-4. Barnes flick it for Shed. Bounce it right to Johnson. We thought Barnes was going to continue towards the rim. Clowney thought about it. He's one-on-one with Barrett. Williams makes his move and missed it off the window, cleared by Robinson. Versatility of Barnes. Jump shot is off. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson motors ahead. Bounces for Williams, who lays it.
We're seeing this. Toronto plays at a bit of a faster pace, but so often Brooklyn can benefit from that.
Robinson feeds the post. Barnes, the up fake. Short rebound. Robinson put back out of Fresno State. 6'10", 235 with a 7'4" wingspan. Contact out front. 3 minutes gone by in this opening quarter. Claxton makes his move. Kick it. Johnson. Flyby. Jumper. No. Rebounded by Barnes. Shed gets into it quickly here. Off the stutter. Banker doesn't go. Johnson racing ahead. He's cut off there by Robinson. Russell. The ball pinned. Wait, was that you or was that a sound effect?
I love that sound effect. I know you only say ricochet once a game. I wish you would do it more just so we can get the sound effects.
Maybe I will. Robinson. It's got an old school game. Orlando Robinson can work out of the post. Does have some stretch abilities. Catch and fire. Clowney misses from three-point territory. And the Raptors trying to add to their lead. It's 11-6 Toronto. Screen, Shed, Barrett. Swing it to him. Shed. Off, popped in the air, claimed by Barnes. Cutter, Robinson is fouled. Robinson. Cole Swider was signed to a 10-day contract, and we've seen similar stories with the Nets. 2 ways, 10 days. You just get a peek of who's available and what they can do.
Evaluation time.
Clowney one-on-one with Barnes. Trying to muscle his way in. Shot clock winding down. That is
Barnes with a big-time rejection.
And certainly upped the leadership quotient this year for Brooklyn.
No
Strong.
I like it. I like patterns, designs.
Looks cozy.
It does look cozy.
Swing it. Walter, the spin move on Johnson. R.J. Barrett, give it up. Robinson.
Spot continuing to work to penetrate, get in the paint. They've made a lot of those drop-offs for easy buckets.
It's an 8-0 run, and it's all Orlando. Robinson. Claxton, shovel it. Get it back. Hard drive. Tough finish. Shot to the face. Robinson squinting as he makes his way up the floor. Barnes fires. No. Rebounded by Williams. 6:34 to play in this opening quarter. Russell with the handles against the 20-year-old rookie Walter. Johnson's J. Too strong. And we'll get a timeout.
And it's not just about his own scoring. We talk about this so often of the way in which he's able to orchestrate the offense in many regards, initiate a lot of it, just the activity and the energy.
Out of the timeout, Barrett, hard drive, and late scoring numbers. He is at 21.4 points per game. Similar to the Nets, Raptors sorting out what this team is going to look like moving forward. How many holdovers will there be? Claxton, body bump. Doesn't get the roll. Derek Whitehead get ready to check in along with Maxwell Lewis. Shed is Long Island Nets are, nice pronunciation.
You called the G League Finals when Jerry Stackhouse was the head coach of the Raptors 905, and they won. I spent a lot of time there.
Nice flex by you. Lewis can't finish. Follow doesn't go by.
Early on, and that is very similar to
the final meeting. Just keep an eye on those standings. And again, none of this is guaranteed. Where you finish doesn't mean that that's where you'll get slotted in for the draft. You still need good fortune and luck to come your way during the draft lottery. Robinson lob it, slam it.
weak side, and just over the outstretched arms of Watford to throw it down.
So the Raptors go in front 20-9. Lewis, feed it, Whitehead, and he could reading the three.
The Nets need it.
Shed the penetration, doesn't go. Whitehead couldn't grab it, save, out, Barrett, off. Rebound, Abaji knocks it over to Russell, gets it ahead, Lewis. He's going to Euro and kick. Whitehead doesn't take that shot from the same spot. Russell will take and miss the three. Rebounded by Barrett. Barrett coached by Jordi Fernandez, Team Canada, so that relationship was important. Oh, it's supposed to happen that way. It counts just the same. Lewis, ball fake, and he put it right in the hands of Shed. Shed looking for the angle, bounces to the Walter J. In and out. Rebound, Watford trying to grab it. Barrett gets his hands on, and Clowney is the one that knocks it over to Lewis. Nets are down by 10. Nets never led against Dallas. They have not led tonight. Watford swing, Jalen Wilson in. The Rainbow J doesn't go, and the box out controlled by Jamison, rookie from Ohio State. Walter can't hit the three. Watford is there for the board. Clowney lost the seeing his first action. Also in there is Jonathan Mobo, the rookie from San Francisco. Barnes. Nice hezzy.
It's good to see just for the progress that he's made in shooting from.
They get it inside. Mo Wilson, Watford, Whitehead, and Lewis, the five on the floor. Raptors have Barnes, Abaji, Mobo, Battle, and Swider. Wilson drive. Jump shot, Lewis overcooked it. Rebounded by Abaji. Nets have lost 4 in a row, 7 of their last 8. Barnes, how did he get that pass out to Swider, who misses it from long range, and there was a
string moving with the line of the pass, and more of that is what you want to get, where there's that resistance on the defensive end that was lacking against Dallas a little bit here early on.
Into the hands of Watford. The Nets are shooting just 23% from the field. Watford drive.
To get to that in this lineup, interesting.
Masked men. Clowney, Euros, bank shot, doesn't go. One mask to the other. That was Mobo to Battle on a dueling mask rebound. Bullet feed, Mobo denied, but brings a 7'2" wingspan. Was in the... I have more later.
I will. Yeah. I will. We all will.
26-12, Raptors in front. We got another.
Or just a bonus here.
Yeah, I think the fact that I gave you the 5 schools in 5 years, that's not enough.
5 by 5 by 5. Where's Andre Karolinko?
26-14 Raptors. Mobo one-on-one with Clowney. Got a body bump and a baby masked man. A minute 27 to play. First quarter. Raptors already have 18 points in the paint. Clowney thought about a 3. Hands it to Wilson. Shot clock at 9. Wilson penetrates, flips it up, and gets the foul.
And Wilson did a good job continuing to penetrate into the paint. Scotty Barnes was staying in front, but continued to back down and create some room.
Swider missing on a 3, rebounded by Battle. Here's Mobo with the left hand.
Touch, because speaking of battling with him, but forcing him off a spot and making that a challenging look.
We are under a minute to go now in the first. Nets have allowed 30 points to the Raptors. Lewis. 2-18. Toronto comes in at 25 and 47. The Nets are 23 and 49. Whitehead misses from the outside, poked by Clowney and handled by Wilson. We are yet to see Tyrese Martin for the Nets. Clowney.
Rebound by Noah Clowney to get another look here at the bucket, and that's a good sign here to see a 3 go early. A.J.
Lawson is in, third-year pro out of South Carolina. His jump shot is off, and it's rebounded by Watford. Watford powering his way through for 2.
It was Toronto early on in that first quarter, but for the Nets to be able to get some stops and then flow into their offense.
Very similar first quarter to Dallas. They were down 32-17. Barnes missing from the outside.
And you can see the difference on the defensive end.
Clowney crossing over. Whitehead. Beautiful stroke. 8-0 run just like that. The Nets are down by 6. Mobo against Clowney. And he tosses it away. Lewis is there defensively. And Lewis a little out of control. Loses the handle. Swider the other way, gets it back. Swider doesn't take the 3, instead drives baseline and layup goes.
Turnovers, 12 points off of it for Toronto.
Off the miss, Barnes tracks it down, so Toronto gets a chance to add to its point total. Barnes body bump with Wilson, help from Watford. Swing it for the battle 3. Box out by. Nets are down by 8. We're just underway here in the second quarter. Isolation, Watford with Battle. Watford takes it inside, loops it in.
A point guard, point of attack, come to the weak side and allow him to make decisions. And whether it's creating for others or a situation like that, he's worked it really well.
Lawson. A.J. Lawson, undrafted free agent out of South Carolina. Whitehead. Stepping in is Mobo, another Brooklyn turnover. Mobo with a head of steam. Banker doesn't go, but a foul.
And work to find areas to get themselves.
5 years, 225.
The changes for the Raptors, and when they ultimately traded Pascal Siakam, it was a decision to build the core and build around Barnes.
Clowney misses on a 3. Uncontested rebound for Lawson. Trying to bring this lead to double figures once again. Largest cushion has been 14 for Toronto. Shed defended by Whitehead. Screened on the play. Mobo rolls and made a big impact. 10 points in 7 minutes. Watford wheels inside. Couldn't convert. Get the break triggered. Swider steps into it and put
both of these organizations, but even just across the league, and you continue to see it now when he's broadcasting games, when he's around, just how much he's given back to the game and given back to the next generation of players. Nets
are now down by 14. Watford working his way inside against Lawson. Kicked it out for the Whitehead 3. Off the rim. Rebounded by Shed. Big 12 Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year last season. Bachi, no. Robinson couldn't grab it. It went through the legs of Clowney, and the Nets are running. Lewis swing. Whitehead doesn't take the 3 against Swider. Clowney will, and it's off.
And Derek Whitehead, that would have been a quick trigger. You'd almost
7%. Shed brings toughness. Corner. Doesn't go for Lawson. And rebounded by Claxton. The Whitehead J is an air ball, but it's caught there by Williams. 3 minutes without a field goal. Claxton spin. Claxton can't get the banker. And Robinson has got himself another rebound, his fourth. Early offense, Lawson. That one glances the hand of Shed, but it's retrieved by Robinson. He just tosses it at the rim. 9 seconds to work with. Lawson lines it up. Off the heel. And the rebound to Maxwell Lewis. Keep the ball moving with Watford. Screen Claxton. Williams. Connect.
Point shot both for Brooklyn, for himself. He's been shooting the three ball really well over the course of the last 8 games.
In fact, the most threes he's had in a month in his career this month. Barrett. He cans a triple. Rowan Alex deep.
I didn't know the Alexander part.
Yeah. Again, extra research. Extra.
It's not like you got much going on.
The floater go.
3.
With 8. Nets are down by 11. Walter back in for Toronto. Russell and Johnson returning for Brooklyn. Walter kick, Shed's jumper is pure.
Season when he was getting minutes, Toronto has really liked what he's brought to the table in a lot of different areas, offensively, defensively, how he's run the floor.
Watford picked up by Abaji, 5.5 to play in this second quarter. Claxton fake the handoff, take it to the rim, and does. Just over 5 minutes to play in this second quarter. Shed hands to Barrett. Barrett drives in. He was fouled. Be here as the head coach of the Nets.
When he was asked about it, said, "A part of my heart is Canadian. I was not born there, but you could see the pride, and you talk to anyone from the country, from around there, covering the team, the amount of pride that he took in being the head coach of that team and what it meant to the country."
Knock away by Robinson. Russell will feed it to Wilson for the 3. It's off. Rebounded by Barrett. 12-point game. Battle. Sticks it for 15. Johnson one-on-one with Battle, who played at Ohio State, Minnesota, and George Washington. Russell, no-look shovel for the Williams 3. Great touch. Let's go through the other ages that maybe didn't quite live up to the solid status. What'd you think of 17?
I actually really liked 17.
Oh, you did? So,
yeah.
All right, we hit on it. Combined at 30. Not so much.
I like 30. I like 31 a little better. I would have taken, 28.
Really good minutia from you. Russell one-on-one with Battle after the miss by Barrett. The Nets are down by 12. High screen, Claxton, Russell to swing it for Williams. Shot clock is down to 4. Forced to give it up. Russell will hoist. Short. Rebound to Battle. Barnes feed it around the perimeter for the Walter J. No good. Russell gets it ahead. Double team comes and
score is at the discrepancy in it. It's a big add to it. One thing you're gonna have to watch is the free throw line as well for how much Toronto gets there, but also how much they put you there.
Walter, that was elusive. Mobo, clean. 19 turnovers in the loss to Dallas on Monday night. The Nets shot it well and had 0 points off of the 4 Raptors turnovers.
In the tough part, some of them are unforced. They're just self-inflicted. It's not a ton of pressure from Toronto causing.
The spin, Barrett couldn't finish it. Get it ahead for Russell. He's picked up by Barnes. Johnson, double team is there. Kick, Russell, no good. Rebounded by Barrett, his 4th. Extra feed. Walter, swing for Barnes, two-man game, and Barnes.
These guys are in the right spots, but you got Barnes up against a Russell or a Johnson. He just bodies his way through.
Barnes is 6'7", 237. He's got a 7'3" wingspan. Johnson one-on-one with Walter. Claxton the screen. Shot clock is down to 5. Johnson flies in. Tippin doesn't go. So the Raptors are up by 16 on Brooklyn. Walter feed for Shed. Out front, Mobo. Bullet to Walter. Baseline, it's blocked by Claxton. The recovery, but largest cushion of the first half. 18 points off turnovers now for Toronto. Raptors interaction at 9-26 on the road. It's another giveaway. Run out. Barrett drives in, banks it home.
Spread out, standing around. The Dallas game was a rough one in a lot of different areas, but you're seeing some of those same issues popping up here tonight.
Based on head-to-head, the idea that because they're head-to-head, they are important in terms of the standings, but not important of breaking any ties.
Those are also done with ping pong balls.
Yes.
I think me and your son also had posted those situations.
Wow. Another weird flex from you.
You know what? That is a job I would not want.
62-45 as we start this second half. Johnson!
Talked a lot about just the situation as well of 10 games remaining. Now it'll be 9 after this one. But for a lot of these players, for all of these players, moments matter. These are still games within the context of the season that trying to improve. You're looking at evaluation. You don't get these back. And so the type of just sense of purpose is something that you really want to see despite how challenging it may be.
It's the triples of Orlando Robinson. And he just exhibited those skills and gives Toronto a 65-48 lead. Falcon.
In the first half, they're doing a lot of it here early on.
Lob it in for Claxton, defended by Robinson. Williams, he got denied by the actual rim. Barrett, feed it. Attacking Walter, wild attempt. Tip-in doesn't go for Robinson, long rebound for Williams. That's a running with Johnson. Russell now. Step back, Jay, broke it, a 3.
Step into the right, smooth on the finish, cutting in this deficit a little bit. There's a lot of time left in this game, and you want to see that in increments.
Jump shot doesn't go for Shed. Williams, the lead feed for Russell. Lefty against lefty with Barrett. Williams can't hit the 3. Robinson, the uncontested rebound. Barnes gets picked up by Johnson, has the height advantage. Couldn't finish it. Grabbed by Barrett. Swing, Robinson. Here's Barrett with 4, with 3. Scoots inside, but missed it on the interior. Russell, defender on his hip, swing. Keon Johnson. And it's a one and done for Brooklyn. Barrett, it gets denied there by Russell. Barnes retrieves it. Corkscrew doesn't go. Robinson. It's Russell for 3. Way off. Claxton gathers. Drop step and deuce.
Of Orlando Robinson, soft on the touch to finish, because the Nets have struggled with some of their quick shot 3s on the break.
Raptors now lead it 65-53. Barnes the long strides. Off the stutter step, Russell, corner, Williams. Barnes got poked in the mouth. It is rebounded by Robinson. Get it ahead, Walter, heads up, Barrett, back to a 14-point lead for Toronto. Johnson's pull-up is off. Robinson is 9th rebound to go along with 13 points. Sets the screen for Shed, bounces for Robinson. Breakers made in a single month. This month, 30 of them for Zaire Williams. Clowney out of the timeout, the miss, Shed, the touch, Barnes, the up fake, missed it. And Toronto will control it. Chet comes to the ball. As mentioned, no Emmanuel quickly tonight. No Jakob Poeltl. No Grady Dick. The dive by Rob. The throw down.
Bread and butter. It's worked so well for them. That's what they continue to go to, and it's a part of their offense. But Dallas was doing that a lot as well, and that middle of the floor for Brooklyn has been very vulnerable.
Russell fires. Bam. Minutes to go in the third. I'll make that 14 turnover, 21 points. Foul was called on the pass. And a hold there on Russell trying to guard Walter. That is the second team foul against Brooklyn.
His second.
It's not like Toronto shooting lights out.
Run break by Brooklyn. Going the lanes in multiple passes to shift up a Raptors defense that has been very...
Trying to get it in, they do to Walter. Shed now handles it with a screen from Robinson. Shed drive, dish, Robinson, bank shot goes. Did by Claxton, out of bounds.
Strong block by Nick Claxton. This is big time here. Continues to watch it, track it coming through, and this is some force that he kicks this one out with. And this is where Nick Claxton pointing for Keon Johnson to toss it up on the break. R.J. Barrett.
Watford, swing, Russell. Little shake and bake, and a very creative Walter. Stops the clock with 5:42 remaining in the third. Right now it's Lewis handling the ball. Watford is off the ball. He'll come to it. Watford thought about it. Lewis, two-man game with Watford, 9 to shoot. Watford, fend off, kick, Whitehead available, and hits a three. Backdoor Walter. Under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Pressure. Chest get it across. Wilson, bank shot, no. Lead for Toronto has been 21. Nets had a run to start the third quarter. Toronto answered, and now the Nets again giving the Raptors something to think about. Barrett goes behind the back. Shot clock winding down. Kick for the Walter J. Yes.
Things happen that time. Good knockdown from three. Shots that they don't take a ton of. They're not a high volume three-point shooting team. They have not shot that well from there.
Wilson takes a peek, 6 to shoot. The spin by Wilson. The flip is short. Barrett feeds it, and Abaji finishes. Watford penetrates. He's met by Battle.
Watford going right through him. Good job on his ability to finish through that type of contact.
80 to 64. Raptors. Barrett spins over Whitehead. Air ball saved by Mobo. Barrett. Whitehead handles it. Tight defense there. Abaji on Clowney under 3 minutes left in the third. Watford crosses, kicks. Shot clock is down to 3. It's down to 2. Clowney off balance. Barrett turns on the Jets, and he's fouled in the act with it. Rowan Barrett played at St. John's. His mom, Keisha, ran track at St. John's. RJ, of course, was a member of the New York Knicks coming out of Duke. Then got dealt to his hometown team, Toronto, Ontario. And he gives the member of the New York Knicks coming out of Duke. Then got dealt to his hometown team, Toronto, Ontario. 64 lead. Raptors television analyst Jack Armstrong into Abaji, step back J, splash. Shoots the ball with confidence. It's 82-67, just over 2 minutes to go in the third. Barnes is back in. Swider on a 10-day deal. And the pull-up jumpers and loses it. Led. Dallas went wire for wire.
Saw it there.
Wilson rushes, swings. Lewis, too much on a three. And it's rebounded by Abaji. Barnes not on the same page with Swider. To go in the third. Tommy gets a clean look, but it bangs off the rim. Barnes ahead for Abaji. Pull up three. Raptors have matched their largest cushion, 21. Under a minute to play in the third. Wilson fortunate that it didn't go across the midcourt line. Shot clock at 5. And it's out of bounds. 68. 2-game difference between these two teams starting play tonight. Raptors just turned it over. Lewis, long strides, takes it in on Lawson, kicks for the Watford three. Doesn't go. Swider's got the rebound. Barnes doesn't take it. Instead, sends to Battle, flips it up, no. Tip-in attempt doesn't go for Mobo.
And similar to the start of the third quarter, Brooklyn is pretty locked in. They're doing a good job of getting stops and getting themselves into some solid offense.
Watford takes the opening and
sliced through 2 Toronto defenders.
Raptors have played a lot of rookies this season, including Mobo and Battle currently on the floor. Barnes finish.
A read by Scotty Barnes. You have a wide open paint because everyone's attached to the 4-out spread. And he just cuts quick inside when he realizes Clowney is on his outside hit.
90 seconds gone by.
Quick cut in.
Trigger in for Wilson. He's defended by Battle. 9 to shoot. Switch. Wilson bounces to Whitehead. Doesn't take the three. Instead, is going to drive in. The floater doesn't go. Tip-in Claxton, no. Gets another attempt. And it's rebounded by Mobo. Ahead. Swider, no hesitation as he misses on the 3-ball. That's running. Claxton attacked. Claxton can't convert on the free throw. So the Nets are down 95 to 72. Now, A.J. Lawson gets it in. Double team on Barnes. Mobo goes to attack and what? Toss it in. Battle gets a good look at it and Canton. 98-72. That's a 26-point lead for the Toronto Raptors. Jumper doesn't go for Whitehead. He thought he was hit on the arm. Raptors are running with Barnes. Johnson extends out. Now a switch with Whitehead. Barnes, physical, pitter-patter of the feet. Missed it on Fernandez. An assist to Nick Claxton. That's now 40 and 19 on challenges this season. Just under 68% clip. Russell. Ball movement. Zaire Williams shooting practice. Short. And Barrett allows it to bounce.
22%. 8 of 37. And Toronto isn't shooting that well from 3, but they've started to hit some more here in the second half.
Barnes, no look dish inside. Get it out of there. Nick Claxton. He gums Mobo. That's number 5 for Clax.
They've been impressive, authoritative blocks.
Watford takes the alley, spins, tip in. Nets are down 98-74, but Claxton has put up immense numbers. 20 points, 11 rebounds, 5 blocks. Barnes.
So far, actively from this group, and turnovers have been the biggest issue for it.
Toronto 101, the Nets 74. We are under 8 minutes to play. Russell lines it up. Short. Rebound Barnes. Barnes in transition. Barnes scoops it up. No. Follow. No. Watford the other way. Bounces for Williams. He's got the ankle, but misses on the stuff. Barrett ahead. Caught by Barnes. Trailing Barrett. Blasts in for two. Johnson swing. Williams can't hit the three. Battle's got the board. Barnes.
But it's felt like they've dictated a lot of areas on the floor, and that being a big part of it in the open court.
Hand it to Wilson. Battle is there defensively. Swing it, Williams. Zaire lets it fly. It's off the rim. Cleared by Robinson. Robinson steps into it and put two on the board.
Impressive here tonight, and just overall for Toronto, getting a little bit of chance to spend time with Sacramento this season. First 2 years with Miami, but he's showcasing.
Get it in, Claxton.
Brooklyn had been trying to do throughout the course of the season, and pressuring teams, forcing turnovers. This Toronto team can be vulnerable to turning the basketball over, and they have not. And so Brooklyn has only gotten 4 points off of it.
That's a travel. That is 11 turnovers for the Raptors. Russell, screen Claxton. Russell, little stop and go, swing it for Williams. 7 to shoot. Johnson peeks at the clock. Over Abaji, short. Rebound to Battle. Chet gets it ahead. Ball fake Battle, swing. Robinson, the flip. And the rebound taken by Johnson. That's trying to push up the floor, contact, and it's an offensive.
He got hit by Johnson coming at him.
That is 5 fouls now on Keon Johnson. Robinson swing, Abaji, good look at 108-76. Toronto. Screen Wilson. Russell picked up by Swider. Wilson attacking. Pirouettes. Johnson playing with those 5 fouls. Dips inside, but missed it. And the Raptors want to run with 4:40 to go. Shed waits. Shed shoots. Shed misses. Wilson. Met by Shed. He's called for the foul. That is number 4. Johnson one-on-one with the big. Robinson. And Johnson can't hit the reverse. Keon is now 1 of 8 from the field. Walter, Abaji, missed it.
There's got to be a little bit more awareness than that, especially when you are ball handlers.
Lawson dribbling through traffic, met there by Wilson, and
grabbing it out of bounds.
Robinson, jump shot, doesn't go. Rebounded by Whitehead. Raptors have 9 games remaining after tonight. Only team they play that is currently over 500 is Detroit. Nestled in that schedule. Clowney defended by Walter. Lewis now with 7 to shoot. Whitehead makes his move on Abaji. Kick. Johnson. Shot clock down to 2, down to 1. Johnson misses on the running one-hander. Abaji is fouled as he packed. Final 3.5 of this 4th quarter. Walter rising up but missing on the jam. Long rebound, Abaji. Swing for the Lawson 3. No good.
Overshoots it.
Hand it. Wilson. They'll drive it. Puts a good ball. The Brooklyn Nets celebrate the Richmond Nets and the Los Angeles Clippers Friday, March 28th. Lock-in tickets right now at brooklynnets.com or Ticketmaster.
Shouts to Megan, Tennessee State.
That's right. 110-79. Whistle stops play. Swider. 6-47. Differential between the two. Right now it's only 3 spots that are up for grabs. You're looking at 5, 6, 7. Walter misses on the inside. Keep in mind, the Philadelphia pick would move to OKC if it's outside the top 6.
Which is an important thing to note.
Wilson just to the other night. This is going to be back %. Now let's take last year as an example. The Atlanta Hawks got the #1 pick with 3% odds.
Yep.
Foul call.
The draft has been impressive with important key moments for go along with those performances. That matters because those are the things you know, and those are the things you want to continue to build upon within the course of an organization.
And here's the thing, you can get really into the draft lottery. Of course, it affects the team that you root for. Wilson swing, kick it for the Whitehead 3, off the mark. Once that is done, you got to get the pick right.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter if you're 2, 3, 1, 4, 7. You got to get it right.
And we've seen it go multitudes of ways of lottery picks and how that pans out. And a lot of times, too, you're looking at 18, 19, 20-year-old kids that are...
Vividly, Kevin Durant at Texas. He's the #2 overall pick. Oden goes #1. And just thinking, man, this guy could to look ahead. Jordy Fernandez all coming up. Right.
All of that, of what the projection looks like. And that's why there's all the stories. I mean, you think about where Nikola Jokic was drafted.
Second round.
Yeah, like how many second-round picks have thrived and flourished and fit within the context of organizations, and all of those things is why it makes the job extremely difficult, but also playing in the in certain spots.
Developmental mentality or potential other players that go into bad situations where they're in a rebuild and a coach is on his last legs or a GM is on his last legs and the new GM doesn't feel the kinship. We've seen those situations as well. A race there by Mobo, final 28 seconds. Feed it inside, extra for Wilson. All of that is for another time. The Nets will have 9 games remaining after this one. There's a 1-second difference. 5 in a row. 8